We hope you have a lovely day as we dive into our most recent video. I pray that everyone who watches this video will be blessed. Pope Francis has finally revealed the enigmatic third secret of Fatima. This secret, which is cloaked in obscurity and seen as a sinister mystery inside the Catholic Church, has generated conjecture and discussion for decades. The goal of Pope Francis' most recent disclosure is to dispel this long-standing mystery. Why has the Church kept the third secret a secret for so long? And what does it mean? Will this prophecy provide us with helpful direction or dire warnings about what is ahead? We need to go back to the amazing events of 1917 in order to comprehend the third secret completely. From May until October of that year, Lucia Santos and her cousins Francisco and Jacinta Marto witnessed 6 appearances of the Virgin Mary. Catholic doctrine and practice today revolve around these supernatural occurrences, which are now referred to as the apparitions of Our Lady of Fatima. During the apparition on July 13, 1917, the Virgin Mary revealed the 3 secrets of Fatima to the children. The third secret was kept hidden for decades until Pope John Paul II partially exposed it in 2000, but the previous 2 were made public in 1941. These secrets touch on deep subjects, such as the destruction of World War I, the persecution of Christians during the 20th century, and visions of hell. Only a small number of the many Marian apparitions that have been claimed have been officially sanctioned by the Church. Interestingly, 9 of the 12 known apparitions happened between 1800 and 1933. The emergence of Marian apparition cults was seen by anthropologists Victor and Edith Turner, who became Catholic in 1958, as a response by the poor and lower middle class to the social shifts brought about by the Industrial Revolution. This viewpoint aids in our understanding of the potential cultural and societal influences on the Fatima revelations. The story of Fatima revolves around the life of Lucia Santos. She became a nun in Tui, Spain, after being sent to the Sisters of St. Dorothy's School in Vilar, close to Oporto, in 1928 at the age of 14. In the 1930s, she and her cousins chronicled their experiences at the behest of the Bishop of Leiria. Lucia revealed the 3 components of the secret in her 3rd memoir, which was released in 1941. While Lucia was in severe condition in Tui on January 3, 1944, the last section was written. The bishop begged her to put it in writing because he was afraid he might pass away without telling anyone. In his theological dissertation, The Message of Fatima, Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger addressed the rumors and debates surrounding the third secret by highlighting its contents. He underlined that the secret uses symbolic language to depict the Church's martyrs rather than making predictions about the future or solving big problems. According to Sister Lucia's narrative, she saw an angel brandishing a blazing sword that was about to burn the world down, but the Virgin's dazzling light put out the flames. The angel called out, "Penance, penance, penance," 3 times, urging repentance and spiritual understanding. A big cross on top of a steep mountain was then depicted in the vision, with bishops, priests, monks, and nuns climbing it. Among the remains of a destroyed city, the Pope, who was shown as the Holy Father, prayed for the souls. He knelt before the cross at its summit, but was eventually assassinated by soldiers, a martyrdom that symbolized his faith. People from all walks of life, including lay people and clergy, were affected by the tragedy. With its call for repentance and penance, as well as for humanity to turn away from sin and embrace justice, this terrifying vision has deep spiritual meaning. The light of the Virgin symbolizes divine kindness, while the blazing sword stands for divine justice. The story of persecution emphasizes the never-ending conflict between good and evil, and inspires unwavering confidence in the face of hardship. The angels gathering the blood of the victims represent the triumph of faith over persecution and the redemptive power of suffering, providing a glimmer of hope. Fatima's third secret is a potent cry for steadfast faith and spiritual rejuvenation. Its themes and symbolism serve as a reminder of the never-ending conflict between good and evil, as well as the significance of penance and repentance in our spiritual development. Sister Lucia shared her knowledge of the third secret of Fatima with Pope John Paul II in a letter she wrote in May 1982, over 40 years after the apparitions. She disclosed that it held a symbolic warning. If the world did not comply with its demands, it would be subject to persecution by the Church, war, and suffering for the Holy Father, just as Russia had been. On the other hand, peace would triumph, and Russia would convert if these criteria were met. The third secret, which has been kept a secret for far too long, has now been made public by Pope Francis. After much prayer and thought, I humbly stand before you today, my Christian brothers and sisters, to share a new revelation regarding the third mystery of Fatima. Since this priceless message contains a profound truth, I think it is more important than ever for the world to hear it. In her boundless wisdom, the Holy Virgin Mary has selected this time to provide additional insight into the future of humanity. Prayer, repentance, and commitment to the Lord's ways are the only methods we can overcome the obstacles that lie ahead and realize the vision of peace and harmony that Our Lady of Fatima has entrusted to us. In addition to resolving a long-standing enigma, this revelation creates fresh opportunities for action, reflection, and prayer. Both God's authority over history and humanity's need to use free will to choose their own fate are emphasized in the Fatima story. The third secret of Fatima is a potent reminder of the value of spiritual rejuvenation and repentance, the transformational potential of faith in the face of hardship, and the never-ending conflict between good and evil. We appreciate your patience as you watch the entire video. What do you think about this topic? Please feel free to leave your thoughts in the space provided below and click the subscribe button to receive updates on our most recent videos.